I knew it would be a lot. I'm a bit Twitter naive, but I had already planned to give Comic Relief £10,000. It was 40% more than I had planned to give, but actually one of the things about Comic Relief is people take risks for a great cause.
Had you spent a long time thinking about this?
No, I hadn't, is the honest truth. I did it as a spur of the moment. I didn't kind of prepare for it. I'd always wanted to do something quirky, because I think that's what Comic Relief is about. It's about people taking risks, doing odd things. When I was a teacher 15 years ago, I dressed up as a duck one day in front of my class being sponsored for Comic Relief. So I have form in this regard.
I thought it was a chicken. The papers today were saying it was a chicken. But
it was supposed to be a chicken, but the only costume I could get was a duck costume. So, I was sponsored to be a chicken, but it turned out I was a duck.
Do you think there was any political mischief making here? Somebody who doesn't agree, perhaps, with Labour policies, just thinking, right, let's see how much we can sort of wring out of her.
There was a bit of that, but actually, the thing that I felt most depressed about, in a way, was lots of people who thought that MPs are milking the system, are fiddling their expenses and so on, who thought this was the way of taking their revenge. And I hope that people who are watching this, many of whom have been very generous to Comic Relief, will see that, actually, like me, most MPs are honest, they do what they promise, and they, do try and make a better world. That's why we're in politics.
It's a lot of money, though, for an MP, even on an MP's salary, to afford. Is this going to be quite difficult for you to pay?
Let's be honest, this isn't money I earned. This is money that was left to me by my father. So I'm unusual in this regard, in that I inherited a substantial amount of money, which means that I can afford to give. But actually, one of the things that I'm most depressed about is that poorer people give a larger proportion of their income to good causes and to charity than richer people. And I hope what I did might spur some other wealthy people to give more to good causes like Comic Relief.